class. Buen dia in Spanish, in English it is good day. Sa atin, magandang araw. So, buen dia class, I am teacher Abby, your subject teacher in Agri-Fishery 2. So, today this is our last meeting because this is our last topic in AF002. Okay, so before we start, can you turn on your camera? And let us pray first.
Please bow your heads and let us pray. Dear Jesus, please show me how to spend this day sharing your love in every way. Help me to be kind to everyone, to play and love and have lots of fun, shining your light and giving your grace, sharing your joy with a smile on my face. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Okay, so before we start, kakamustahin ko muna aking klase. So, how are you feeling today, class? How about Mr. Josa? How are you feeling today? You're happy. Good to hear that. Okay, how about you, Miss Arceo? How are you feeling today? You're sad. Why are you sad? Oh, because this is our last meeting na. Sabi ko kanina, this is our last meeting because this is our last topic in Agri-Fishery 2. But it doesn't mean na this is our last meeting, hindi na tayo magkikita-kita. So, magkikita-kita pa tayo next time. Okay? So, how are you feeling today na? Okay, you're a little bit happy na. So, iniisip mo pala na this is our last meeting. So, it's okay. How about you, Miss Lopez? How are you feeling today? You're excited. Why are you excited? Pwede ba namin malaman kung bakit ka excited today? Okay, you're excited because? Okay, na-curious ka kung yung last topic natin today. So, malalaman natin during my discussion. Okay? So, I hope everyone doing fine, doing well, and great. So, thank you so much sa mga nag-share na kanilang feelings today. So, Miss Abrada, ano yung nakikita mo sa ating screen? Okay, mga notes, mga sticky notes. So, saan ba natin ginagamit ang mga sticky notes and mga notes, Miss Torres? Okay, very good. Sa susulat ng ating mga important na details, mga pointers, mga knowledge, and mga interesting facts na nakapag-catch ng ating attention. Okay, thank you so much. Very good. So, today, meron akong pa-activity. Ang title po ng activity ko is, What's on your note? Okay, during my discussion, gusto ko meron kayong mailagay na mga may mailagay sa aking notes, sa aking mga sticky notes. Then, isinend ko na to yung link ng template sa ating chat group para isa na lang yung lalagyan nyo ng inyong mga notes, okay? Then tatawag ako later after ng discussion ng 3 to 5 students para mag-share ng kanilang notes kung ano ba yung kanilang natutunan ngayon habang ako yung nag-discuss, okay? Nagagets po ba yung activity ni teacher? Okay, thank you so much. So, my question po regarding sa activity, hearing na, okay, Sadie, thank you so much. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, before tayo mag-start, gusto ko maging smooth at maging maayos ang flow ng ating discussion. So, kaya naman nag-prepare si teacher ng online class rules. So, meron akong pinrepare dito na 5 rules. So, first, I am here, be on time and be prepared. So, kailangan nating i-respect ang time ng bawat isa. If papasok kayo ng late, kakunti na lang yung knowledge na mag-gain nyo sa aking discussion. And worse, kung patapos pa yung discussion, saka pa lang kayo pumasok, syempre wala na kayong makukuha knowledge sa akin. Okay? Next, I have here, turn on your camera and mute your Right. So, kailangan naka-turn on yung camera nyo para na monitor ni teacher kung nakikinig pa ba kayo sa akin and kung alam ko and nakikita ni teacher kung ano yung ginagawa ninyo. Okay? Nakamute ang mic para maiwasan ng distraction. Next, I am here. Dress appropriately and do not eat. So, ayaw ni teacher na may kumakain sa discussion niya, lalo na kung nakaharap kayo sa inyong mga laptop kasi may tendency na magkaroon ng mga nalaglag na mga pagkain and lalanggamin kayo dyan, then masisira yung inyong mga device. Gusto ko nakafocus lang kayo kay teacher habang nag-discuss ako, okay? Next, I have here raise your hand. So, again, para maiwasan ang distraction, raise your hand first before kayo magsalita para maiwasan natin yung pagkakaroon ng sabay-sabay na sagot. Okay? Last, I have here, enjoy learning. Siyempre, gusto ni teacher na habang nag-discuss siya, nag-enjoy kayo. Para maiwasan natin yung pagka-board sa class. Okay? Nagigets po ba yung rules ni teacher? May question po ba? Okay, very nice. So, thank you so much. Okay, last meeting, we tackled about the methods of preservation. So, anyone na nakakatanda kung ano nga ba yung diniscuss natin last meeting? Miss Butrol. Ano nga ba yung diniscuss natin last meeting? Okay, cunning. So, what comes into your mind when you hear the word cunning, Mr. Olavere? Ano nga ba yung cunning? Ano nga bang pag sinabi natin cunning? Okay, very good. Nag-preserve ng food gamit ang can. Okay, so what is the importance naman ng canning, Mr. Nanyes? Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Para mas mapatagal natin yung shelf life ng food. So, give me an example ng canning, Ms. Civico. What are the examples of canning? Okay. Sardines, very good. Another? Miss Sarmiento. Okay, sausages. Tuna, okay, very good. Okay, thank you so much. So, since may natatandaan pa naman kayo sa ating discuss last meeting, may pinirepare si teacher na icebreaker before tayo mag-proceed sa ating new lesson. And yung icebreaker ko, tinatawag ko siya, my answer, your question. So, anyone, familiar ba kayo dito sa palaro ni teacher? Medyo familiar. Okay, so thank you. Okay, tinawag ko siyang may answer your question. First, diniscuss muna ni teacher ang mechanics ng game. So, pipili si teacher ng 5 player. Dito na lang ulit bubunod si teacher. Then, pipili si player dito sa aking numbers 1 to 5. Kung anong gusto nilang number. Then, meron, every number, meron siyang corresponding points. So, malalaman niyo yung points niyo kapag nabunot niyo na yung words. Then, sa loob niya, meron diyang mga words. So, ang nakalagay dito is answer. Then, gagawa kayo ng sarili niyong question. So, my answer, your question. So, may question po ba tayo sa icebreaker ni teacher? Okay, hearing none. Clarify naman po. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. So, bubunot na si teacher ng 5 player. I have here Miss Rehenyo, Mr. Paderon, Miss Peda, Miss Navarro, Miss Lingahan. Okay, so ready 5. So, ready na po ba yung mga nabunot ko? Okay, very good. So, Miss Rehenyo, ano po yung napili ng number? Number 4. Okay. So, meron po kayong 5 points kapag nakapag-create kayo ng question sa aming answer. So, my answer is preservation. So, my answer, what's your question, Ms. Rehenyo? Okay, very good. So, it is the process of extending shelf life of the food. Okay, very good. Meron ka po 5 points. Okay, how about you, Miss Peda? Ano po ang napili mong number? Number 1. Okay, number 1, meron ka po 3 points. So, meron ka pong 3 points kapag nakapag-create ka ng question sa aking answer. So, my answer is drying. So, what's your question, Miss Peda? Okay, that is the process of preservation. Another process of preservation kasi last meeting ang ating diniscuss is canning. So, today, ang sabi mo dito sa drying is process of preservation. So, you have 3 points. How about you, Miss Navarro? Ano po ang number mo? Number 3. So, number 3 is you got 7 points if nakapag-create ka ng question sa aking answer. And my answer is sun drying. So, what's your question, Miss Navarro? Okay, very good. So, it is the process wherein ginagamitan ng sun. Okay, very good. So, you got 7 points. How about you, Miss Lingahan? So, what's your number? Number 2. Okay. Number 2 has 2 words. And meron ka pong 10 points. So, pipili ka lang po dito sa dalawa kung left or right. Okay. You got left. Okay. Doon mo na po, papakita ko po muna yung answer na hindi nyo napili. Meron po kayong dehydrator. So, hindi po ito ang gagawin nyo na question. Ang gagawin ko po ng question ay my answer is air drying. So, what's your question, Miss Lingahan? Okay. Process of preservation that uses air. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. How about you, Mr. Padron? So, what's your number? Okay, we only have 5. Number 5. So, number 5, you've got 6 points. And number 5 has, 2 words again. So, left or right? 1, left. Okay. So, doon naman po again, sa hindi mo na tayo napili. Ang answer is freeze drying. So, my answer is oven drying. So, what's your question, Mr. Padarol? So, process of preservation that uses oven. Okay, that's exactly the point ng oven drying. So, meron po kayo nakuha ng 6 points since nakapag-create po kayo ng question. Players got all the correct answers and very good po sila dahil nakapag-create po sila ng question sa aking mga answer na may ituturo si teacher na clap para po mas mag-enjoy ang lahat. Sabayan niyo po ako. Ako muna. 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. Excellence. You did a great job. So, kayo naman. Bigyan natin ng happy clap ang ating mga players. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. Excellence. You did a great job. Okay, thank you so much. So, thank you so much sa mga players na nag-participate. So, very much appreciated po yung iyong cooperation. Okay, so, since we're done na po sa ating icebreaker, anyone na may idea sa ating new lesson? Okay, anyone from the class? Bubunot si teacher, ha? How about you, Miss Loncero? Ano po yung idea nyo sa ating new lesson? Okay, very good. So, the another process of preservation. Okay, very good. Another. Meron pa po bang mag-share ng idea nila sa ating new lesson? Proceed to our discussion na. Okay. So our topic is all about methods of preservation, which is the drying technique. So before tayo mag-proceed sa ating discussion, of course, we need I need to discuss the learning objectives para po malaman natin kung ma-reach ba natin yung ating learning objectives during my discussion. Okay? First, we have defined the methods of preserving food using drying techniques. Second, identify the advantages and disadvantages of various drying methods in preserving food quality. Third, engage in hands-on activity to apply their learning. Last, participate actively in the class discussion. So, meron po bang question? Okay, hearing none. So, thank you so much. Miss Conde, what is preservation again? What is preservation? Okay, very good. So, the another is preservation makes food more nutritious. Okay? So, mas nalalaman natin or mas nagkakaroon ng nutritional yung food kapag na-preserve natin siya. So, ano-ano ba yung mga food na ginagamitan natin ng mga preservation process? Anyone from the class? Tatawag si teacher ha? Miss Manalo. Okay, to you. Another. Pickled. Okay, very good. Another. Achara. Very good. Another. Okay, ketchup. Okay, very good. So, thank you so much sa mga sumagot. So, since alam niyo na yung, since may idea kayo kung ano sa ibig sabihin ng preservation, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, preservation is an activity or process of keeping something valid, alive, intact, or free from damage or decay. So, ibig sabihin, mas mapapatagal natin ang life ng food. Okay? My question regarding preservation. Okay, hearing na. So, thank you so much. Next, what is drying? Mr. Villagomez. Okay, so very good. So, it is the process wherein pinatanggalan natin ng water content ang isang food para mas iwas siya para ma-prevent ang pag-contaminate ng food. Kasi the more nabasa ang pagkain, mas lalong kinakapitan ng bacteria. Okay, very good. So, drying here is one of the oldest methods of preserving food. It can either be an alternative to canning and freezing or complement these methods. Oldest process of preservation is drying. So, bakit kaya? Bakit kaya naman oldest ang process, Miss Kabatingan, ang drying? Bakit oldest siya? Very good. Dahil ginagamitan natin siya ng natural. Okay, natural. Galing siya sa natural environment. Okay, it can be alternative to canning and freezing or complement these methods. Next, it is a simple process of dehydrating foods until there is not enough moisture to support microbial activity. Also, it is the lowering of water content, gaya ng sinagot nyo kanina, of the product to a degree where bacteria cannot grow and reproduce with the aid of heat. So, drying is a simple process of dehydrating food. Dahil, ito nga lang po ay ginagamitan natin ng sikat ng araw. Okay? Very good. Okay, may na-gets po ba ang drying? Okay, very good. So, my question po? Hearing none. Okay, thank you so much. So, drying is known as natural drying use. Easy to do, very safe, and can be used for most types of foods. So, gaya ng sinabi natin kanina, natural drying siya. So, kasi nga, ginagamitan lang siya ng sun. Okay, next. What is the purpose of food drying, Mr. Ayam? Okay, so that's it. To preserve food. Okay? Para lang mapatagal natin ang shelf life na ating pagkain. That's it. Okay, very good. So I have here the first na purpose, which is extending the shelf life. Gaya na sinabi natin kanina. And it's the primary purpose of methods of drying. Okay? Next, we have retain nutrition. Retain nutrition. So, it helps to retain the nutritional value and flavors of food. So, mas na-retain ang nutritious na isang food kapag dinadry natin siya. Okay? Pag dinadaan natin siya sa process ng drying. Okay, very good. So, may question? Okay. Next here, meron tayong factors na nakaka-affect sa drying. So, Miss Salvanera, what do you think are the factors na nakaka-affect sa drying? Okay, very good. Kapag maulan, of course, wala kasing sun na nakakatulong na mag-process sa drying methods, drying techniques. Kaya, isa rin yung factors na yun kapag maulan. Kapag maulan, hindi tayo makakapaglabas ng ating food. Gaya sa sinampay, hindi natin siya, kapag maulan, syempre hindi tayo makakatuyo na ating sinampay. So, gaya din siya sa food. Kapag yung maulan, hindi tayo makakapagpatuyo ng food. And hindi natin magagawa ang drying techniques. Okay? Meron ako dito mga nakasulat na factors. We have humidity of air, velocity of the wind, intensity of the sunshine. So, humidity of the air, it is the amount of moisture in air. So, the more nakakaunti yung air na mahampas doon sa ating food, the more na tumatagal ang process ng pagpapatuyo. And the velocity, which is the speed of air, so the more na mabagal ang speed ng air, the more na mas mabagal din ang process ng pagpapatuyo ng ating food. So next, we have different types of methods in drying. So, kanina, ang mga binabanggit nyo lang is sun. So, meron pa palang ibang methods ng process ng drying. Meron pang iba siyang methods bukod sa sun lang. First, I have 5 methods of drying. We have sun drying, air drying, oven drying, dehydrator, and freeze drying. Ito yung mga nakuha nating words sa ating games kanina. Okay, yan yung mga methods of drying. So, we have first, sun drying. So, ano kaya kapag sinabi nating sun drying, Mr. Olaveran? Okay, gaya ng very good. Thank you so much. Gaya ng mga sinagot kanina, it is the process wherein ginagamitan ng sikat ng araw. At alam niyo ba, yung sun drying, ang oldest methods of food drying. Dahil nga, noon pa man, meron na tayo araw. Okay? So, very good. Thank you so much. And so, suitable for food, vegetables, and herbs. So, bakit kaya hindi siya suitable for meat? Anyone from the class? How about Miss Torres? Okay, very good kasi prone sila sa bacteria and also baka lapitan ng mga animals unless meron silang place kung saan doon ililalagay yung mga kulong ba, yung ganun. Yung merong net, ganyan, para, kasi the more kasi na may barriers yung food, the more nakakakilang yung makukuha nilang heat from the sun. So, mas lalong tatagal ang process. So, it is not suitable for meal. The process is simple, but it requires a warm and dry climate. The food is placed on flat surface such as a tray or cloth and left in the sun to dry. So, that's the process of sun drying. Placed on a flat surface such as tray or cloth and left in the sun to dry. So, alam nyo ba na ang sun drying ay kinakailangan ng malawak na space? Kasi, kinakailangan nakakalat talaga yung mga food doon sa place para mas mabilis ang pagpapatuyo nito. Okay, very good. So I have here the advantages and disadvantages. So, ang advantage ng sun drying is simple and expensive kasi nga, araw lang ang ginagamit, sikat lang ng araw ang ginagamit. And it does not require any special equipment. Siyempre, wala tayong gagamitin equipment, kundi Sun lang, wala. Hindi tayo wala ng equipment kasi sun lang yung gagamitin natin. Okay? Okay, the sun is a natural source of energy, making sun drying an environmentally friendly method of food preservation. So, yun yung sinabi ko kanina na sun ang ginagamit natin sa pagpapatuyo ng ating food. So, ang disadvantage lang niya is it's not suitable for all types of food. Dahil nga, first, kapag ang ginamit natin is meat, syempre, syempre, lalagyan siya ng mga animals and insects and matagal ang process niya once na meat ang ginamit. And meron din naman tuyo or I mean isda, pwede na naman siya sa mga fish kaso nga, lapitin siya ng mga animals. Unless meron talaga kayo place na paggawaan noon and walang mga animals na makakagalaw dun sa food. It requires a warm day and climate which may not be available in all regions. Kasi, hindi naman sa lahat ng lugar is mainit or may sapat na sikat ng araw, gaya dito sa Lokban. Paglabas mo ng sinakpay, mga 5 minutes, papasok mo na uli kasi naulan na naman. So, that's it. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of sun drying. Next, there is a risk of contamination from insects and animals. So, yun nga yung sinasabi ko, kaya hindi siya suitable for meat. Okay, next. I have here air drying. So, ano naman ang air drying, Miss Conde? Okay, very good. So, kung kanina ang ginagamit ay sun, yes. Dito naman is air. So, it involves placing food in a well-ventilated area to dry. So, it doesn't mean na air, ang kailangan sa air drying is sa labas lang siya kasi doon lang may air. So, no. Kailangan lang siya ng well-ventilated area para magagawa natin yung process ng air drying. The food is placed on a tray or rack and left in a well-ventilated area. Gaya din siya sa sun. Yung pinakaiba lang nila is, pinakailangan nito ng well-ventilated area. So, take several days to complete and it is not suitable for meat or fish. Kasi nga po, it takes several days dahil hindi naman ganon ka lakas ang hangin na ibinibigay ng environment. Unless meron tayong machine na ginagamit para ma-process yung food para sa air drying. Okay? So, advantages and disadvantages ng air drying. First, we have, gaya lang din siya ng sun drying, simple and expensive method of drying method. It does not require any special equipment, can be done indoors. So, ang kinaibahan lang ng air drying, pwede siyang gawin sa loob ng bahay. Pwede din siya sa kahit saan, basta well-ventilated area. Okay, ang disadvantage niya, it is not suitable for all types of food kasi nga, sobrang tagal niya bago ma-process. Okay, next, it can take several days to complete. So, gaya na sabi ko, and there is a risk of contamination from insects and animals. Okay, kasi nga, merong mga insects na lumilipad. So, di ba, nakahang lang siya. Nakahang yung food natin. Then, may tendency na kapitan siya ng mga insects. Like, pwede din siyang gawa ng web ng mga spiders. So, yun ang disadvantage ng air drying. So, next, I have here oven drying. So, ano naman ang oven drying, Miss Evrada? Okay, so before ko i-discuss yung oven drying, thank you so much. Very good, Miss Abrada. Miss Lopez, kung ikaw ay papipiliin sa sun drying and air drying, ano yung drying techniques na pipiliin mo? Is it sun or air drying? Okay, sun drying. So, bakit? Why? Okay, dahil madali lang naman makahanap ng place kung saan okay, very good. So, thank you so much. Proceed tayo sa oven drying. So, when we say oven drying, involves using an oven to dry the food. So, gaya nga na sinabi ni Miss Abrada, ginagamitan siya ng oven. So, this method is suitable for fruits, vegetable, herbs, and meat. So, pwede na ang meat sa oven drying. So, bakit kaya? Bakit kaya pwede na yung meat sa oven drying, Miss Butron? Okay, very good. So, kasi, nakalagay na siya sa closed area wherein pwede na siyang ilagay doon. Then, okay, nakakapag-process siya ng maayos. At the same time, wala kayong iisipin na makakontaminate siya ng animals or insects. Next, the food is placed on a tray or rack and placed in the oven. So, meron tayo ng tray, tapos ilalagay natin dun yung mga food, tapos ipapasok natin sa oven, then meron yung nakaset na temperature which is a low temperature and the food is left to dry. Oven drying can take several hours lang to complete. Kaysa sa sun drying tsaka air drying, matagal silang gawin kasi nga hindi naman ganun kalakas ang binibigay na hangin at heat ng sun at tsaka air drying. So, oven drying, ibigay niya yon the more na papataasin lang natin yung temperature ng oven. So, I have here the pros, advantages and disadvantages. So first, advantages ng oven drying is quick and efficient method of drying food. So syempre, kapag gumamit tayo ng oven, mas madali natin baba ang water content ng ating food. So it does not require any special equipment dahil ang kailangan lang naman natin is oven. Okay, very good. So can be done indoors, making it suitable for regions with a cold or damp climate. So yun lang yung advantage ng oven drying. So ano ang disadvantage naman nun? It can be expensive as it requires the use of electricity or gas. Siyempre, expensive na siya kasi ginagamitan na siya ng oven, bibili tayo ng oven, magbabayad tayo ng gas, magbabayad tayo ng electricity. And also, it is not suitable for large quantities of food kasi nga, maliit lang naman si oven. So, there's a risk of over-drying the food. Siyempre, kasi nga, kasi nga yung oven drying is nakaset siya sa low temperature. So, hindi natin control yung temperature niya. Kaya, may risk na ma-overdry yung food. Next, we have dehydrator. So, ano naman kaya ang dehydrator, Miss Arceo? Okay, very good. So, when we say dehydrator, it is an electrical appliance that is designed to remove moisture from food. Available in various sizes and styles, and they can be used to dry a wide range of food, including fruits, vegetables, herbs, and meat. So, ito naman, ang dehydrator naman is electrical appliance that is designed to remove moisture from food. So, gaya lang din siya ng oven. So, what is the difference between dehydrator and oven, Mr. Paderon? Okay, very good. Oven, meron siyang nakaset na low temperature wherein hindi natin makontrol yung temperature na oven, kaya nagkakameron siya ng ma-overdry natin yung food. Kapag naman ang dehydrator, may control tayo sa kanya. Okay? That's the difference between oven and dehydrator. So, next, the food is placed on trays inside the dehydrator and the machine blows hot air over the food to remove the moisture. So, the temperature and time required for dehydrating food depend on the time and quantity of food. So, ibig sabihin, nakadepende yung temperature at saka yung time ng pagpa-process ko ng dehydrator sa dami or sa type ng food na aking ipaprocess. Okay, nagigets po? May question po regarding dehydrator? Okay, Mr. Nanyes, kung ikaw naman ay papipiliin sa dalawa, oven drying or dehydrator, ano yung process ng preservation ang gusto mong gawin? Okay, very good. Thank you so much. So, gusto daw niya is dehydrator. So, personally, I choose dehydrator din. I will choose dehydrator din kasi may control tayo sa kanyang pagpaprocess ng drying ng food. Okay, thank you so much. So, disadvantage at advantage naman. Ang advantages ng dehydrator is efficient and can dry large quantities of food at once. They are available in various sizes and styles, making them suitable for different needs. Provide precise control over temperature and drying time. So, yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, kaya natin pinili ang dehydrator. Disadvantage naman ng dehydrator, it can be expensive to purchase. So, syempre, malaking appliance sa shop is the more na mas malaki, the more na mas mahal, di ba? And the more na mas maganda siyang gamitin, the more na mas mahal. They require electricity to operate, making them less suitable for areas with limited access to power. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya magagawa ng mga taga-bundok doon sa mga walang electricity or walang access ng power. It can be noisy during operation. So, maingay ang dehydrator kapag ginagamit or kapag nagpa-process tayo na food. Okay? So, may question? Okay. Hearing none? Okay. Thank you so much. So, how about freezing? Miss Civico, what comes into your mind when you hear the word freezing? Okay. Dito sa freezing, it involves freezing the food and then removing the moisture through sublimation. This method is suitable for a wide range of food including fruits, vegetables, meat, and dairy products. Preserve the flavors, texture, and nutritional value of food. So, gaya ng dito ng mga nauna, tinatanggal ang water content ng food. Then, this method is suitable for a wide range of food including kahit meat, isda, fish, dairy products, fruits, and vegetables. So, ang ginagamit lang dito is mga freezer. Tapos, familiar ba kayo din sa mga fruits na kapag kinagat nyo is para siyang merong? Yes! Yun yung ginagamitan ng freeze. Pero merong is not, merong is not processed by freezing, okay? So, ganun lang yung texture ng mga fruits. So, the advantages ng freeze drying preserves the quality of the food, including its flavor, texture, and nutritional value. It can be used to a dry variety of food, had a longer shelf life than other dried food. So, since sobrang tuyong-tuyong niya, and then mas better siya sa other types of dried na foods dahil mas longer ang shelf life niya. So, ang disadvantage naman niya is expensive method of food preservation. So, mahal siya. And it requires specialized equipment, making it less accessible than other methods of food drying. So, mahirap siyang gawin. Hindi lang siya basta kayang gawin ng kahit sino. Kasi nga po, meron siyang specialized equipment. So, may not be suitable for individuals with certain dietary restrictions. So, hindi siya suitable for everyone. Kasi nga, kapag meron kayong dietary restrictions. Okay, nagigas po ang freeze drying. Question po? Sa lima? Okay, none. Okay, very good. So, ngayon, nakikita nyo ba yung mga pictures sa likod? Ngayon, pipili ako ng 7 players again. 7 players. And then, i-identify nyo lang kung saan ba siya nabibilang. Kung siya ba ay preservation, kung drying ba siya, kung saan drying ba siya, dehydrator, air drying, freeze drying, or oven drying. Kung siya ba ay process, kung saan process siya ginagawa. Okay, nagigets po? Okay, so ang 7 players ay sina Miss Kabatingan, Miss Villanueva, Mr. Villa Gomez, Mr. Ayak, Miss Sarmiento, last to Miss Tajosa, Miss Loncero. So, Miss Loncero. So, sa palagay mo, ano po ito? Sa palagay nyo, ano po ito? Okay, very good. Oven drying. Okay, wait lang po. Okay, oven drying. Next, how about you, Miss Tajosa? Sa palagay mo po, ano po ito? Okay, drying. Okay, very good. Drying. How about you, Miss Sarmiento? Ano po ito? Okay, very good. Preservation. How about you, Mr. Aya? What's this po? Okay, very good. Air drying. Air drying. How about this one? How about this one, Mr. Villagomez? Okay, very good. Freezing. How about Miss Villanueva? What's this for? Okay, very good. Sun drying. Sun drying. How about this one? Last one. Of course, Miss Kabatian. Of course, dehydrator. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much sa mga sumagot. And again, bigyan uli natin siya ng ating happy clap. Okay, bigyan natin ulit sila yung 7 ng happy clap. 1, 2, 3, go! Very good! Excellence! You did a great job! Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much sa mga nag-participate. Very good po kayo. Tama po yung mga naging answer ninyo. So, kanina, di ba, pinakita ko po sa inyo itong aking what's on your note. So, ngayon, tatawag po ako ng 3 students na mag-share ng kanilang notes. So, what's on your note, Miss Albanera? Okay, thank you so much. Very good. So, meron daw siyang na-note na 5 methods of drying. We have sun drying, air drying, oven drying, dehydrator, and freeze drying. So, thank you so much. How about you, Miss Lengahan? Okay, very good. So, the importance of drying daw is to preserve food, the shelf life of food. Okay, thank you so much. How about you, Miss Regenio? Okay, the oldest way of methods of preservation is drying. So, thank you so much po sa mga nag-participate. Okay, thank you so much po sa mga sumagot. Very good po kayo. Now, we have a quiz. So, since we're running out of time na, yung quiz po is next meeting na lamang and para po makapag-review pa kayo, okay? So, assignment po natin, sasend ko na lang po pala sa ating chat group, yung ating assignment para po mas maklarify pa natin siya dahil may next subject pa po tayo. So, I have here, since this is our last meeting, I have here the food for thought. Meron po akong i-share ng food for thought. I have here the quote, "Don't tell people your dreams, show them." So, this quote, sinasabi lang dito na hayaan niyo yung panahon ang magsabi ng pangarap, dreams nyo sa kanila. Huwag kayong masanay na bawat pangarap nyo, bawat plano nyo isinasabi nyo sa ibang tao dahil meron tayong tinatawag na evil eye. Kapag sinabi natin evil eye, sila yung kumukontra sa mga pangarap natin or sa mga plano natin. Nakaranas na ba kayo na meron kayong pinalano pero hindi natuloy? So, that's it. That's evil eye. So, nangyayari yon kapag merong kumukontra sa mga plano mo. Like, for example, ako, nagsabi ako kay Miss Conde na mag-vacation ako next week. Bibili ako ng ganito, pupunta ako sa ganito. Then, naglilisa naman, nakikinig naman si Miss Conde. Then, kapag katalikod ko na, kapag wala na ako sa tabi niya, sasabihin niya sa other friend niya na, si Abby, vacation alam naman niya na na marami tayong gawa next week. Hindi matutuloy. Nandun na yung, pag-kontra sa plano at sa ating buhay. At the same time, ang mas masama pa yun ay kung ang atin ang pangarap ang na-punterya or na-stop dahil lang sa evil eye. So, hayaan natin ang panahon ang magsabi sa kanila kung ano ba yung pangarap natin. Ibig sabihin, hayaan natin na makita nila kung ano ba yung pangarap natin. Halimbawa, ako, kunwari knock on wood, na hindi ako nag-aaral, tapos, alam lang nila na hindi ako nag-aaral, pero tapos ang inisip nila wala na akong mararating sa buhay. But in the future, makikita nila successful na ako. Makikita nila may bahay at lupa na ako. Kasi nga, hindi ko pinakita sa kanila kung ano ba yung mga naging action ko. Ang nakita lang nila, yung mga nangyayari sa akin nung araw na yon. Hinayaan ko yung panahon ang magpakita sa kanila kung ano ba yung pangarap ko. At the same time, wala pumigil doon sa plano ko at sa pangarap ko. Okay, that's it. That's the food for thought for today. So, again, may clarification po ba tayo sa ating discuss or sa ating lesson today? Okay, hearing na. So, I hope everyone nakapag-gain kayo ng knowledge. And again, yung ating activity na was on your note, i-check ko po siya after po ng ating class. Thank you so much po sa mga nag-participate and sana, I hope, na nakapag-gain kayo ng knowledge at the same time, nag-enjoy kayo sa aking discussion. Okay? So, happy weekend! Thank you so much! Bye-bye!